been horrible.
Oh man, Brad is at a theater. It looks like.
Brad's going to put on a show for us today.
Yeah, Brad's going to put on a show for us. Awesome. So we may have some new viewers. So let's try not to scare them off tonight. I went.
What do you mean? We don't scare nobody off.
First thing I'm gonna do.
I went to the Midlands meetup last Friday.
How's that for you?
There's Mike Medco and JP, Janet, and Brad. Black Sheep Society is in the chat. Oh, Brad, yeah. Anyway, I went to the Midlands, South Carolina meetup in Lexington, South Carolina last Friday. Had a really good time. Sue was a coordinator there. We appreciate you, Sue, if you were watching. Unfortunately, there are 2 new resellers that was there. I cannot remember their names. I did tell them they had a lot of questions, so I did tell them to come by, visit us, and they can ask any questions they wanted to in the chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. Also, I got to meet Josh and Haley, the Tornadoes. It was a pleasure meeting you two. If y'all are watching tonight or later on,
they ain't watching.
Thank you. You never know.
They're running live on Whatnot, probably.
Oh, are they live on Whatnot? Probably.
No,
I don't know.
They're always live on Whatnot.
Yes, and then I met Evan Flippy
McFlipperson. Yeah, you said his name on your show the other day, and I about died. I'm like, even I know it's Flippy McFlipperson.
Yeah, I know I butchered your name, Evan, and I apologize about that. And then I got to meet Shane again from Soda City Flips. And then we met some other people there. 150 Mom and her husband, Chris, they was there.
Tina, what's her name? Lisa?
Oh, my gosh. I'm
Christy?
so sorry. I know.
Is it Christy?
Kristen,
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2K Resales or something is one of their channels, I believe it is. But I was a pleasure meeting them. I wanted to get all that out of the way. Mike Medco meetups, guys, this coming Wednesday on the 9th, July 9th, it'll be Teresa, Corey, Brad, myself, and Leroy on their channel at, Mike, what time is that? Mike's
7 o'clock. I think it's at 7 o'clock.
I think so too.
I think it's at 7 o'clock.
Brad, do you remember?
What's that?
The time
what time is the thing on July 9th?
I was doing some settings. I'm not actually sure. I can look in the message while you talk. Go ahead.
Okay.
So I do have to say something too. Okay. So do you still have a desire to meet Julian and Kayla?
Yes.
They are doing a meetup at their booth on, is it July 12th? I think. I watch their show and I can't remember what they say. They keep plugging it that they're doing a meetup. Just like an informal meetup, because or is it tomorrow?
I can't do that. That's too. I won't be able to make it back for July for Christmas show on the 12th because mine's on the 12th.
I don't think that's when. God dang it! Now I can't remember when it is.
Mike Medco says our show next Wednesday night is at 7 p.m. over on Mike Medco's channel. So
7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. Yep.
7 p.m. Yeah.
I just found it right as you started saying it. I found it in our messages.
So you guys come by and visit us on that. I wanted to get all announcements out in the early beginning because this might be a crazy show. I got something I want to talk about tonight, and Teresa's got something she wants to talk about. Brad's got something he wants to talk about. So we got a lot of talking tonight. Huh?
Can you tell me what it was I wanted to talk about? I didn't know I had something to talk about.
I figured you'd come up with something.
Okay, hold on. At the Bounty Hunters Emporium this Saturday. So this coming Saturday, the 5th. You can go meet Julian and Kayla at their booth.
It's like a 5-hour drive for me.
Well, then you don't want to go meet them very bad, do you?
I mean, Tammy would love to go to the beach.
Well, then take Tammy, drop her off the beach, and go meet Julian and Kayla.
What time is it that Saturday?
Oh, man, I just closed it. Hold on.
If any of you guys are close to Myrtle Beach, Julian.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the something Emporium.
At the Bounty Hunters Emporium in whatever town that's in.
It's in Myrtle Beach, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's Saturday. So
Saturday, July the 5th.
Yep. If you guys want to go meet Julian and give him some construction ideas on how to fix leaks in the house, that'd be time to do it.
You do that, or you just tell him let Kayla run that excavator.
Yeah.
because she knows how to run it better than he does.
Mhm. Yep. Help us flooding in his yard and all that. Yeah.
Look at who's in the chat. It's my South Dakota peeps today.
And they're not
What's
even
up,
they're
Care?
driving and watching. Hey, no texting and driving.
Who said they're driving
They're-
and watching?
Like who's sitting in whose lap there? Is Tara
What?
sitting in Josh's lap or is Josh sitting in Tara's
I don't
lap?
know.
if they're
She's
both
the one
driving?
that's been messaging me. So if she's driving, she's gonna get a butt chewing. But I'm pretty sure it's Josh that's driving because they're
Mike
hauling the
says-
camper.
Mike Mekilo says, "Oh no, I missed the meetup." Yes, but Mike, they're having another one on July 25th at 10 a.m. to
Is it
12
just
p.m.
like a monthly thing?
Yeah, they're doing it once a month.
So it's not a big deal if Mike misses them once a month because that's a lot to be there.
Oh yeah, he can, at least he know that he can catch it one time a month. You know, he ain't gotta be there every
They're
month.
there. Okay, sorry. I'm giddy girling out here because my besties from Tennessee are in the state of South Dakota to come visit me today.
Oh wow, that
Tomorrow.
had to be a long drive.
They stopped somewhere in Missouri last night, and stayed at an Airbnb, and then got up early this morning and drove the rest of the way here.
Oh wow,
And then we're gonna go hang out tomorrow for 4th of July
awesome.
and go
So-
sourcing on Saturday.
That's great. That's great. That's gonna be fun.
Okay, what do you got, Chris?
All right, so I'm gonna
we
tell
can
a
get
story.
you out of the show early so
Yeah,
that we can make fun of you later.
Yes, that's what we're going to do because we may have some serious questions later on. Some serious resellers come in and join us with serious questions. All right, so which I don't think
Well.
I would be able to answer. That's probably going to be you and Brad's topic there. So, I'm going to tell a story, and I'm going to tell you what happened and the outcome of that story, and then we're going to talk about what's going on. All right, so
We're gonna tell Chris he's wrong.
yeah, probably, but no, you're not going to tell him wrong to this one. So, this story, this is something that all resellers should be keeping an eye out for because it could happen to you. It could happen to anybody. So, this is not a eBay scam. This is not a buyer seller eBay scam or anything like that. This is just something that can happen. It is kind of a scam, but it's not on eBay. So what happened is I sold an item that was going to Oregon, and I shipped the item on the 25th. Well, the item, according as far as all I can see, the item arrived in Louisiana, Lafayette, on the 28th, and it was marked delivered. So I got a message from the buyer, and the buyer said I should have had all this pulled up ahead of time. I did. We had it pulled up, but I was told to because we was going to make a
Told to
phone
not
call.
call
We
them.
was going to do an eBay phone call, and Teresa talked me out of it too. But it's understandable. You guys will get it. So the buyer
I just had to be the voice of reason. That's what I had to be.
right. So the buyer, well, actually, they did not message me. They opened up a dispute, I guess you would say, a case or whatever. It was a request. They opened a request, and the request was, it just says, well, can I see anything here? It's kind of hard to see since it's all okay. It says the buyer did not receive the item. Package was delivered to Lafayette, Louisiana. The buyer says, I live in Albany, Oregon. I did not receive the package. Please refund. So when I go and looked at the order, and of course, the order had been delivered to Louisiana, Lafayette. Now, when the thing first happened, I was thinking the opposite, that she was saying it was delivered to Oregon and she lived in Louisiana, Lafayette. So I messaged her, and we talked, and I sent her the tracking details and the address that I had that eBay provided me for a label. Now, so when this first happened, because of my scam that just happened where the buyer sent me an empty envelope, I was skeptical because I had thought maybe the buyer had got the item, changed their address after they got the item to a different address, and claimed that they didn't receive the item. I thought that was possible. I still don't know if that's possible or not because I haven't contacted eBay to see if that was possible. But what I did is I went to the post office because the buyer sent me their informed delivery, a picture of their informed delivery showing me that it was delivered to Louisiana Lafayette on their end. And she says, I understand the order shows the correct address, but the package was not delivered to the correct address. It was added to my informed delivery. So I am really feeling like this is something with the post office, which she was absolutely 100% correct. So I told her I'd be going to the post office on Monday morning and straighten it out. So I went to the post office, and this is what I found out. Somehow, some way, people are stealing tracking numbers. And what has happened with this particular item is when the tracking number came available, the tracking number was stolen, and then it started tracking an 11-pound, 8-ounce item that went to Louisiana Lafayette using that tracking number.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
For what purpose?
What'd you say?
Lafayette, Louisiana, not Louisiana, Lafayette.
And for what purpose?
Yeah, I don't, other than to get free tracking, free shipping.
Yeah, I have no idea why they would do it.
But here's my question. If they're doing that, how in the heck are they getting the label created? Because you have to pay per label to pop up. And you have to have a barcode for it to pop up.
Right. Let me. So the item, when she told me it was delivered, but she says it's weird because it's also showing the tracking number in Oregon. It already got to Oregon in that lady's hometown. And she says, this package is 8 ounces. And I said, that's the one that I shipped. And she says, okay. So when we went back and looked at the tracking, I'm going to try and tell you guys how you can keep an eye out for this and how this is an indicator that this has happened, because you can actually see this on eBay. When you go to the tracking on eBay to track the item, you will notice a tracking number in a completely different state before it's even scanned at your location where you drop it off. Like this one.
Go ahead, Brad, because then I have a question.
Yeah. So I heard someone talking about something about this in the last few days, and I can't remember which reseller it was, but it was duplicate tracking numbers being given on the same item.
Oh, that might be it. But I know they were recycling them as well, and they're recycling them sooner than they should.
Yeah, but
you're saying they're accidentally giving 2 tracking numbers.
Yes, I heard there was some reseller in the last few days talking about this, that there was actually their package was given an identical tracking number to another tracking number that's live at the moment. Because what Chris is talking about wouldn't be recycled. It was something actually in the system currently.
Yes.
So there's 2 packages with the same shipping label.
Yeah, they told me.
That sounds like the post office saying, scammers.
No, I don't think scammers. She told me that it was stolen. So here,
hold on, who did? Who did? The post office lady told you it was stolen?
Yes. She says they're stealing. People are stealing. But what Brad says does make sense. And here's why. Here's why what Brad says makes sense. It says because on June 25th, my tracking number on June 25th was accepted at a USPS regional facility in Teterboro, New Jersey, distributor center. Okay. The tracking number, my package, and then it says it went through on the 25th and 26th. It was still in New Jersey. The 26th, it was Jersey city limits. Then the 27th, it went to Charlotte, North Carolina. Then it was in Gastonia. Then it was in Baton Rouge, Gastonia, Lafayette. It never showed up at my local post office.
No, I know. And I just Googled the duplicate whatever that they're saying it's issues with the Postmaster General, that they can't fix it. They are accidentally issuing duplicate. I don't think it's stolen. I think the post office, because of the high demand for for packages currently, because from what I read, they're supposed to recycle only after 120 days. but I think they're recycling them and they're issuing them. There's an issue with their system to give out tracking numbers, and it's giving it to 2 different packages at the same time. I don't think it's somebody stealing your tracking number. The only reason I say that is because you would have a hell of a time, unless you were a super smart scammer. You have to figure out how to create that label to make it the exact same.
Brad.
And I'm sorry.
No,
That was
Thank
loud.
you.
Marge. No, Marge.
Thank you,
it's
Marge from
not.
Ohio.
It is not. It is not. But I
Okay,
mean,
here, hold on. Somebody just sent me a message
yeah.
regarding this that says, we have identified a small number of USPS tracking numbers associated with labels purchased on eBay between June 20th and June 26th that may show unusual activity, such as delivered. Status appeared before the label was created. Our teams are working to update the tracking details to reflect accurate events for impacted orders. Just know that we will automatically protect the seller from late shipment defects, your valid tracking upload rate, items not received, and items not received where they have to step in. Please rest assured that we're actively working with the USPS to ensure that there's no disruption of service to these orders. So I don't think it's a scammer. Like I said, you would have to be a pretty smart scammer to figure out how to create the barcodes to be able to read that so the post office can read it. So I honestly think it's a duplicate issue, that there's issues on the back end of the post office with some update or something that they did, and they're issuing the tracking numbers twice.
What you had
a drama segment, and y'all just turn it right into
and just destroyed the drama. But what you know who created that drama? It was your post office person.
Yeah,
you had a panicked post office person that went like, scammer, they stole it.
I think that, well, and part of it is, so here's the other thing.
It looks like it was stolen.
Is the post office person you're dealing with a front desk clerk, or is it the postmaster, or is it the boss of the front desk clerks?
Well, this person I spoke to was the person that normally takes my packages.
Yeah, so I will tell you.
And they actually went to the back and looked the item up and did all that and gave me a printout. See, her printout that she gave me, her printout that she gave me showed me the package being delivered in Lafayette, Louisiana, and also showed me mine going through the system to Oregon, and that's how I knew it was in Oregon.
Yeah, so they went into a supervisor's computer is where they went, because your typical employee, all they can see is the basic stuff. So when I had issues with a package that went MIA that never showed an acceptance scan and they were never going to get it, when I went in there and talked to our postmaster, not the postmaster, like the second in command at the post office, she pulled up a thing showing, see, here's the scan sheet that we scanned, and these are all the tracking numbers that are associated with it, and these are all the tracking numbers that were accepted. So your normal front desk lady can't see that, but somebody in the back end can see it.
Right. There's something else about packages I don't know if people realize or not. The post office, if they ever tell you they can't find a package, they're full of it, because them labels we print, they have a GPS on them labels. Like, for instance, that shirt that's been missing for 2 months that we haven't been to, the buyer never got, and was supposed to be sent back to me 2 months ago. They located that shirt. She had a GPS on it, showed me a map, showed me exactly where the shirt was. So hold on. I'm going to call BS on that too. Wait.
No. There might be a code that has GPS scanning. There is not a GPS tracker on each one of those package labels.
There is.
No, there is not. No,
yes, there is.
Chris?
Here's another way.
Does your shipping labels that you print off, do they have like GPS tracking in them?
I don't know how they do it, but there's something on that label that
they can see where it was, like where it was delivered at, where it was scanned at.
Yeah.
Where they scan it at for final delivery. When they scan that, it has a GPS coordinate.
I am going to wait a minute. Listen. Last year, hear me out. No, listen. You can whatever. Hear me out. Last year, remember the
couldn't take it anymore.
Listen, you remember the tattoo ink pens last year.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. You
Yeah.
know how I found out that they was delivered to the buyer? They had a GPS code on the thing.
That's
That's
true,
not
but
what
no, 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 no. That's exactly what I just said.
It's
They
on the
can-
delivery that they GPS. That when they scan that delivery code, that final delivery scan,
Mhm.
it drops a GPS location of where they delivered it. The label
So-
itself does not have a GPS code, GPS
But that's
tracker,
what I'm
anything
telling
in
you.
it.
They have a GPS on them labels.
No,
They know
no,
where
they
they're at.
don't. No, 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 no. All right, here's what. Let
You're
me
saying
explain
the
it
same
using.
thing I
Time
am,
out. Time out.
just
Time out. Time
differently.
out. Time out. Time out.
No.
Let me explain it using something. I had a customer, right, that messaged me and said their package show delivered, but they didn't. But it wasn't. They didn't see it. Now it's either they're lying and scamming, or it really happened. I told them. I said when I go to the post office in the morning, I'll talk to my postmaster, and they can tell me exactly where that item was delivered to.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever the postal carrier puts that box on your porch, or when they drive up in your driveway and drop that off, they have to scan that package, and that thing they scan it with is where
Yes.
the GPS coordinate comes
Yes.
from,
Yes.
not the label. It doesn't come
Nope.
from the label; it comes from the
Nope.
thing they scan it with.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I actually found that my customer's package was indeed scanned at the wrong delivery location. My postmaster said, I showed him, I said, it's supposed to be delivered to this address. Can you tell me exactly where it was delivered to? And they pulled up the GPS coordinates of where
Okay.
it was delivered to. And it is indeed it was dropped off like a block over.
Yep.
So
Okay.
they knew where to
Chris,
go get the package and fix that.
just an FYI, if it were an actual GPS, it would be something like this, or something in your phone that's an actual metal microchip piece that would be linked to something tracking. But yes, Brad is correct. So when they scan that, just like FedEx, UPS, USPS, they all have it. Besides also taking that picture. So like when Amazon delivers it to your house and they take that picture has geolocation on it, built into the stuff when they take the picture to show that's where they delivered it to. So
Yeah.
yes, it does have GPS linked to it, but only on the delivery scan with their handheld machine.
Yeah. So I have a friend that works for UPS. I had a package that was supposedly delivered. I got the alert that it was delivered. I looked at the picture because it wasn't on my porch. So I looked at the picture on the UPS tracking thing, and it was a completely different house. So I called my friend. She called the driver, who was able to look at where that package was delivered at, the location, go back, pick it up off of that porch, and bring it to me. So
Yep. Hey, Chris. So just an FYI, UPS labels, they all have GPS embedded in them, but you wouldn't know that because you have not been able to obtain them yet.
yeah, those secret.
That was from
special
Josh.
labels.
Josh said that. They're special labels. Hi, Leroy.
What's going on, brother?
Are you muted?
He's just lost his voice.
Huh? Okay. So yes, Chris, they can do that. It's just not the way you think it is. Did we frustrate you?
No,
Did we
not
mute
at
you?
He got quiet.
What
That
is the
means
problem, Chris?
Okay.
No, you didn't frustrate me at all. I understand what you're saying.
I think you're wrong.
That was blatant.
Well, I'm not
You
really.
just wrong.
I mean, technically, I'm not. I mean, there's a GPS locator, but apparently it's not in the label. It's after they scan it as a delivery.
yes, it's based on the scan. There's nothing
the
in the
scanner.
label.
The
But what
scanner
I'm
itself
saying
has a
is it has
GPS. in
Doing
it.
GPS.
the same thing. If it's showing
Yes.
delivery,
So-
they can look at the GPS and see where it was delivered to.
Yes. So
No,
just
it's
like
not
your
the.
phone,
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all, because you were saying that
can-
T-shirt that was just off somewhere, and who God knows where, they knew exactly where it was at the whole
They
time.
did. They
'cause it
showed
had
it to me on the map and showed me the ping
No.
location on the
No,
map.
no, they showed you its last
They showed you the
location.
last location where it was scanned, not where it actually physically might have been, because
Oh,
it
wow,
could have
we
been
just
put on
reset-
another truck. It could have been sent on another truck, and it just hadn't gotten another scan and fell underneath of something, and now it's sitting God
What
knows
did I
where.
miss? Because this is fun.
You just got to go back and watch it, Leroy. Sorry.
Yeah, brother, we couldn't even begin to get you from there to here. not
Okay.
quickly.
Chris, now I have to ask you a
Chris is
question.
quiet. He was sitting back with his hands folded. I knew something was wrong.
No, we were just picking on Chris. Okay, Chris. So now I have to pick on you again.
Imagine that.
Oh,
I
no.
don't always
Oh,
pick
no.
on you. That's Leroy's job.
Chris,
Why
you
is
got
my
all
blood
those
pressure
new
up?
friends. You got all those new friends that you met on Friday. You were hugging Josh and Hiley.
Yeah.
And all
Why
the new
I didn't know, Josh.
Why don't you call Harry
Kiss
Tornado and
ass.
ask him?
Hey, I did not hug on Josh. I shook his hand.
Listen, if you saw the picture that I saw,
What picture did you see?
Oh,
it doesn't have
The
to
one
be
you
from
shared
your
in our
side.
group.
That was just me standing with him and Haley.
Good
I
thing
have a-
you don't have a
Where
ring
you
light
said
on.
you were standing with him and Haley, or you were standing with your arm on Haley?
No, I was standing with him and Haley.
Hey, the
Okay.
good thing is he doesn't have his ring light on because I wouldn't be able to see his
Hey,
brown
look,
nose.
Leroy, they're having another one on the 25th. You want to go with me?
No, I don't need to kiss ass with you. I can do it by myself.
Wow. Hey,
It's just
I
a
don't
meetup,
need-
man.
I don't need help kissing.
You guys are
Don't be
ridiculous.
saying that because you need to come up to Plains to Profit,
You're
and you
ridiculous,
don't have to
man.
kiss my ass to
Absolutely
come to Plains to
selfish,
Profit.
inconsiderate jerks.
you know what you need to do,
No,
Chris?
I'm okay
You
with
need
it.
to-
I don't
Chris.
mind meetups.
Chris, you need to say this is my show, and then just boot all of us off.
Oh,
Leroy, what's on your hat?
I like the new hot Leroy.
No, he likes the new hat, Leroy. Read it right.
you can't even read, man. What's wrong with you?
I
How you
can't-
gonna make fun of me talking when you can't even read?
Yeah, but we know that I can't read.
What's-
We didn't
what's on
know
your-
you were a
Leroy.
professional kiss ass until I saw the
Leroy.
pictures.
Leroy, what's on your hat? That looks like one of Corey's. Oh, it looks like a Grams and Pops hat.
It's
You need to get a
Columbia's
Grams and
Corvette.
Pops hat.
Send me one.
Hey, Leroy's got his finest
What do you think I am,
to
made of money?
go through airport security.
Yeah. By the way, I got to while we're talking, Chris, I'm teasing you, buddy. I'm glad you had a good time with your new best friends. But anyway, I got to make my backpack while we're talking. So if I stand up and I'm doing
Hey,
stuff,
Your
Real
backpack,
quick,
what are you going,
Leroy.
hiking?
well, Dora taught me how to use a backpack, so
Backpack.
I can't afford a suitcase. So
You want to know how bad it is when we travel? I don't use a suitcase either. I'll use one of three things. I might use a suitcase. I might use just like a grocery store bag, you know,
yeah.
the recyclable ones. Or I might use a laundry basket. I've taken my stuff to a hotel in a laundry basket before.
If you get with the flight that I'm flying Breeze, so it's like Getro, and
Oh, that's right. You're going to. Oh, I forgot. You're going to New Jersey. No, right?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. I knew it was somewhere up there.
But hey, it's $45 for an extra bag.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it all in my. A good thing I'm a little skinnier than Chris, and my clothes are smaller.
Leroy, apologize right now. That
Yeah,
was
he don't
mean.
have to. Y'all made me look like an idiot for the last 20 minutes, so it's okay.
No, we were just telling you that your post office, not you weren't an idiot, your post office person was an idiot.
Chris, we didn't do that. We did not do that at all.
Hey, Leroy, next Wednesday night, 7 p.m., we're all going to be on Mike Mecco's channel. Remember that.
Listen, if
Are you not going to be able to make it?
I don't know. I'll be away.
Yeah,
you
you're
said
going to be
next
out of town,
Wednesday
right?
night. Hold on, you said next Wednesday night, right?
Yeah, the
you
night.
said Thursday. Oh, yeah, I know, but it sounded like you said Thursday, so I was thrown off.
Wednesday,
Okay.
the night. Yeah, Leroy, if you're out of town, we get it. What'd you say, Brad?
I didn't say
Okay,
anything. I'm trying to find my other earbuds.
Oh. Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Gracie.
Hello.
Gracie.
Good, and you?
Good. How much longer you guys stay with your Uncle Leroy?
Oh, this is my last day.
It is not, is it?
You.
Oh,
This is my last day with him.
Hey, is
When do
that
you go
Post
home?
Malone?
I go home like next week, baby.
Is that Post Malone shirt?
No, I actually don't know who this dude is.
Oh.
Hold on. I do.
Who is
He's
that?
an actor, I think.
You don't know who that is? What does it say? Does it got a name on it?
No. Well, what does that say right there?
Li-
What does that
Hold
say?
on, I'm looking.
don't
Hold
know.
on, Gracie. I screenshotted you.
Something lifestyle.
Oh, you're all over the internet now, Gracie. She
Tell me what you
screenshot.
made for dinner,
Hold on.
Gracie.
That is. Oh, come
Gracie's gonna
on.
make you
I
famous.
found the shirt. I just got to wait for it to pull up.
Show fun.
I
It
asked
just
because I
says,
got.
it's not. It's just it just says active lifestyle.
Tell me what you made for dinner.
Okay, I was wondering because I got a
For
Post
dinner, I
Malone
made
hoodie.
mashed potatoes, roasted broccoli, and smothered pepper steak.
What?
I could do
I'm
the
moving in
steak
with
with no
Leroy.
peppers. I don't like peppers.
It was like bell peppers and onion, and it was
I'm
like
I'm moving in with Leroy. That's it,
Look, I don't know if I have the picture. Who did I send it to?
man. You eat better than I do.
Oh,
I
I sent it.
I had ice cream in a shrimp basket today.
Good. Don't make me sound like I got 19 girlfriends. Angela, this is. Don't look at the. Okay, I got the marker out. This is what she made for dinner tonight.
Oh my god, what is that?
Who's that?
Hey, you missed the call.
Yeah, you missed a call, Leroy.
Hello.
Fix up the fucking cancer
He
thing.
said, "No, I'm not gonna miss it."
So, anyways, her shirt. The person on her shirt is just some random rapper.
Okay,
It says active. The shirt says active lifestyle.
all right,
I
Got
found
it.
it on Mercari.
got it. So I sold that one of those cameras.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
For how much?
Oh, that's a good question. So, in case no one doesn't know, or anybody, or in case you guys that are watching don't know, I acquired two Canons. One was a T4i and the other one was a T2i, and some lenses, batteries, chargers, 2 bags, and something else at the dump. I sold one camera, which was the EOS Rebel T4i. It had the camera bag, 2 lenses, 2 batteries, and charger. Tested and working. I sold them for $244.99.
Good job.
This other one is tested and working, but the only problem is I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's got a cracked LED screen, but it's still, you can still see the picture, and then it's missing the thumb grip right here. That's all that's wrong with it. It's got a good lens on it, 18 to 55, and it's tested and working, and I got it listed for $125.
Okay.
And then I got the Nikon, this Nikon lens out of there, and I got it listed for $89.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta say welcome to Tina from the Lake Exchange. She's in the chat. But who is Reality Smack?
I don't know.
That's a new one. Chris, is
I
that one of
did
your new
pay-
friends?
I did pay extra. Yeah, I did. I got some new friends. Yeah, there may be some new
I think
friends.
it's Reality Smack's one of your new friends.
They are now. I don't know. They are now. So I did put insurance on that label. I do know that because it only covers up to $100. So I added the insurance to cover the whatever it was, which was only like $3 or $4. So the Lake
Corey
Exchange-
wants to know if you put a GPS label on that to make sure that it was delivered properly.
See what I'm talking about? Now y'all got. I mean,
Corey said it. I just repeated what the chat said.
Reality Smack says they are everybody's
Okay.
friend.
I know. Okay, Reality Smacks, you're new to our chat that I have noticed. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're from.
You don't have to. She's just nosy.
I am nosy. I am. So I have to tell you about my return.
Okay.
I'm very annoyed by a
Oh,
return.
you got a return.
I did. So I sold. You guys know what calico critters are, right?
No,
Oh yeah.
I have no idea.
They're little.
Little
They're
people.
not plush. They're like little animals. Like the ones I had was
Bunnies.
a rabbit family.
Bunnies.
Mine was a bunny family, a rabbit family, right?
They're bunnies.
I took perfect pictures, showed everything that was wrong with them because they've been played with. I mean, kids are rough on
Smack,
toys.
answer your question.
I saw that.
Okay.
Now you threw me off. Anyway,
Good.
so they bought them. I gave them a discount because they asked for it. So I accepted their offer, shipped that stuff off. And how long ago was it? I gotta look real quick.
How much did you sell them for?
I sold them for, hold on, I'm waiting to pull up the order. Come on. I sold them for $45. Okay.
Okay.
They purchased it on, I have a fly in here. They purchased it on June 4th. They opened a return on one day. I don't know what day. June 13th, right?
Right.
So 9 days after they did it, they opened a return and said it was not as described. But in their return request, right? Got this damn fly over here. It's driving me nuts. They said the return details. I found a lower price with the item in much better condition. You opened it as an INAD, defective or does not work.
Well, that's like I got a return on the 2 water. I got a guy ordered 2 packs of them refrigerator filters, and he messaged me and said, "Hey, do you have this size? Because this size is too small." And I'm like, "No, these are the only sizes I have." And he says, "Okay, I ordered the wrong ones." He said that in the messages, right? He opens an item not as described in pictures and photos or whatever. And I'm like, how do you even do that? Because that's not what you open return for. So I'm waiting on it to come back, and I'm just I'll figure it out. That might be an eBay phone call that gets recorded and you guys get a video.
But
Hey, Chris.
how do you open an item not as returned and you say in there, I found a better price? Now that counts against me on my stat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Chris.
sorry. What, Ray?
I can't cuss because Brad is in a church.
You can't
Oh,
cuss
it's still in
anyway.
the church.
It's only going in my ears, Teresa.
But you're
It's
in
a
a church.
PG show. It's a PG show. What, Leroy?
You know, I'm listening from afar as I'm rolling my clothes to fit my suitcase or my backpack. And I keep hearing you complaining about eBay and calling on eBay. You ever think about getting another profession?
I ain't complained once about eBay.
Yeah,
I complain about the buyers, not eBay.
you
I love
think
eBay.
about the shipping.
eBay is perfect. There's nothing wrong with eBay whatsoever.
Why are you going to call them then? You just said I'm going to call eBay.
Yes, because I gotta call them and get it straight. Yes, I have to get it straightened out that the buyer opened the wrong thing on the return.
Hey, I drove by McDonald's today. They're hiring, just let you know.
So
Well, you probably
okay.
need to go get a job.
So since we're talking about eBay issues, Janet said that she got a sale from 2 sales from 4 days ago that were never paid for. She's just letting them sit till they hopefully get a ding on their eBay account. How do you guys handle this when it happens? I will wait until the 4 days because I don't have auto cancel on. I will wait till the 4 days, till the 96 hours or whatever. And I wait and I check it every hour till I can report it as not paid for so that they do get a ding on their account.
So how I handle it is I have it automatically set up in my eBay that if buyer has not paid, it automatically cancels under not received payment or buyer hasn't paid or whatever that option is. It's automatically set up in my account that after the 4 days, it's gone. Brad, they want to know if you were talking to God.
He's always talking to God.
See, we can't hear you at all.
I was talking to my son.
Oh,
So
okay.
Upstate Picker said, will they look at your messages on eBay? So I have. So I had a buyer leave a negative return or a negative comment, negative review, whatever you want to call it. And in their details, they had said all this stuff that it's now better, you know, it was fixed and la, 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 whatever. And Brad, you're killing me. Stop it.
I'm sorry, my dancing monkey son over here.
He's dancing.
See, now he needs to turn around and dance. Now, see, I asked you if you're going to put on a show for us. Hi, son.
She said, "Hi,
Isaac!
son." Leroy said, "Hey, Isaac."
Does he have long hair? Does he have a mullet?
No, he's got long. He does have long hair. He's got it like up in a ponytail
Oh,
thingy right now.
Okay, I
While
just,
he's working.
being from down
Well,
south, he might have a mullet. So,
show him your long. No, it's long all over. Freaking
so
hippie.
they will check the messages and they will look at it. That's how I got my review removed.
Yes, I agree with Teresa, because when I had the person send me the empty envelope, I had it somewhere. The empty envelope as a returned item is supposed to be in a big box. I took those pictures and actually sent them in the message with the person to open the return. That way eBay they do go back and look at messages, and they will. Don't shake your head no, Teresa. They do. I know that for a fact.
She's fighting the evils.
The fly. I have the fly
What,
in
Brad?
my shop and it keeps buzzing me.
She's fighting those evil flies.
But yeah, I always do the pictures because or messages. I always ask them, hey, look at the messages. If you don't believe me, look at their message, and they use those messages whenever I've talked to them.
It is the fly. The fly is driving me nuts.
So I was distracted. I guess that's what you guys are answering was JP's question, right?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
got an answer for it, Brad?
I just got it automatically set up for I don't require immediate payment on anything, so because we have lots of combined shipping orders, but I do have it set for 4 days. So like after 4 days, it automatically will
cancel
and relist. So except for it will not do that on international orders. If you have an international order that you accepted an offer on or whatever, and it'll just set for forever. You actually have to go in and
cancel it.
Wait a minute, yeah. Brad. I had somebody buy one of them little ponies from me not too long ago, and they was from Australia. No, it wasn't Australia. It was somewhere else, and they never bought. And in 4 days, it went off my account. But like I said, I had it automatically set up.
See, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
mine
because
never.
I've had people reach out to me after they purchased and said, "Hey, I'll pay for it on this day." I wait till that day, and then when their stupid people don't pay, then I ding their account. So,
yeah, when somebody messages me like that, I put them on the exemption list.
Yeah, okay.
And then if they don't pay, I put them back on it. Or take them back off.
Did you hear eBay tested a new thing? Buyer purchases and has in 30 minutes to change their address or cancel before you get noticed.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
Heard about that.
Yeah. I mean, so they purchased the item and you don't notice it until 30 minutes later. Is that what he's saying?
No, they purchased an item, but you don't get notified that they bought it for 30 minutes so that they have a chance to cancel and not have to reach out to you to cancel.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, because it'll keep people from being upset. Like all those people who are upset because, oh, dang it, they want to cancel now. You never. Or change the address, rather.
Though, we had somebody buy it's a mini fish finder that's like GPS or Bluetooth to your phone or whatever. And he bought it, and then he reached out and says, "Hey, he requested a cancellation?" He's like, "I didn't realize that it had," which I don't get. "I didn't realize that it had my old address on it. So can you cancel it? And then I'll go back in and buy it." Which, as soon as I canceled it, Corey was like, "Did you make sure it was the same buyer that canceled it?" So Lonnie and Candace had somebody do this to them.
Yes, I've seen that.
They had somebody buy something, and it went through and everything, and they didn't check the notification from the person that messaged them then saying, "Hey, I had an issue with my address. Can you cancel my order?" It was a totally different customer that requested it be canceled, so that I don't maybe they could buy it. I don't know, but
same thing happened to Brandon. He was talking about that about 3 weeks ago. 540 flips. That happened to him too.
Really?
Well,
he got
a message
to cancel something, asking to cancel because they had the wrong address. So he canceled it, and the person that messaged him immediately bought it.
Yeah.
It turns out they weren't.
So how did they know? So wait a minute. Then how did they know?
Lonnie and Candace didn't. They didn't sell it to him. I think they realized what had happened and they blocked that person so they couldn't buy it.
Yeah.
So my question is how does the people know that an item just sold that they wanted to be able to message you to have
Because you can
cancel?
see it. You just go, if you already have it marked as something that you're watching, you can go see that it sold. Like instantly it will show up on eBay sold items under that seller.
So there's people out there. So if they didn't get to buy it and they get a notification that the item sold, they'll message the buyer, say, hey, cancel this order, I got the wrong address. So they'll cancel it. And then
they'll wait for it to
person turns around
relist.
and buys it.
Yep.
And then you get a ding on your account because you canceled the order for the other.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because you would cancel it for buyer requested cancellation, not
But
realizing
the buyer
that it
bought
wasn't.
it didn't request it though.
But they
Yeah,
didn't
but
realize that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. Yeah, we had Mr. Sadie ask if anyone else is using AI listers. Day 2 for me, and I really like the speed, but it's not perfect. Yeah, actually heard Tech throw your name out, Mr. Sadie, in his show the other day.
Yeah, last night's
Yes.
live, he mentioned him in his live last night. Yep, sure did.
I think Josh and Tara are using that one, right?
Josh and Tara are using something, but what does it say? Yes, we've been using it for a month now and love it. Saves me so much time. Just watch it. See, I could do it to a point of it creating my title and maybe item specifics, but I will tell you, I personally will never use it to write my description.
So I don't know. Where is that AI list? That's text AI listing tool, right?
Yeah, Better Lister.
Would you
Yeah,
say,
'cause
Brad? Brad, you got to turn your mic up or something.
Better Lister. Better
Well, there's two of them
Lister.
because
Here,
Tech
I'm
and
gonna
Sport has
edit
Better
your mic.
Lister,
Look,
and
I can boom it up a little.
Here, I'll do it right here.
and then Josh, not Josh, whoever it is, has the other AI lister that's
Talk
out there.
now, Brad.
Check, 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 check.
I think that's better.
So I don't
I
know.
raised you up.
I told you I can do it. I can bust the gain. I can bust the gain up right here.
See, it goes.
I'm probably talking, I'm
It
tired.
seems like
I'm
it goes
tired.
down and then it goes up and it goes
It's
down.
because I'm going back and forth. It's like I'm using a mic and
Yep.
I'm a
Oh.
little
It's
tired.
'cause
I'm a
he's
little
moving.
tired, so I'm probably talking just a little bit lower. You know,
Oh, yeah.
all the ladies. and
Ooh,
gentlemen,
quit talking about being
listening
tired. I'm
show.
tired.
All of you
So,
listen out there.
I got
show
another
and-
question. How many of you guys watch Disgruntled Octopus? Do you
Never
know
heard
who
of
he
it.
is?
Never heard of it.
I know that name from Shane's chat. I didn't know they had a
Yep.
channel. How about that?
He does. He has a channel. I think he's from Australia. But I got into
That
watching
mic.
one of his videos the other day, and he got scammed. Like he actually got scammed. Like he bought a
so
lot
me
of.
getting an empty envelope doesn't mean that I actually got scammed.
No, you got scammed. No, this wasn't even an eBay thing. This wasn't an eBay
Oh.
scam. So
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like we got scammed on our Transformers. He got scammed as well because he bought a bunch of, what is it that he buys?
Congratulations, Disgruntled Octopus. You too will now have a hit video. Series.
But
Tell
anyway,
me,
so he had bought
before we
some of
talk,
those.
before we talk
stupid-
about it any further, did that really help like your viewership for a little bit there? It had to have. People were
What are
excited
you talking about? The Transformers?
yeah, the Transformer
Oh
saga.
God, yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It did. So, but ours was I don't know where he's going with his, but he bought some. What are the stupid little gaming things? The little game figures. Oh, what are they called?
Fortnite,
No,
Skylanders.
Skylanders. He
Yeah.
sells Skylanders. So he had some guy in the community had reached out to him and said, "Hey, I have all these to do. I'm going to get evicted from my house. I need to sell them quick." So he went in and he bought a whole bunch of them for $350. They weren't worth $350 because he felt obligated to help this guy out. Well, then like a little bit late, he got those ones. A little bit later, he got messaged by this guy again. And he's like, "Hey, I have more to sell. Do you want to buy a second lot?" And I think his name is Josh. Don't quote me on it. But anyways, he told him, "Yeah, sure, I will. But I don't want to buy them in lots. I just want to buy everything else that you have." So he agreed to pay $1,200. He paid the $1,200 up front
Oh,
and never got them. But this guy is also, which I don't know who it is, guy, girl, he won't drop whose name it is. They're also reaching out to other resellers in the Australian community that are big resellers, trying to sell stuff to them as well. So he's been out there saying, hey, don't buy anything from this person. But yeah. Anyways, I just had to tell that there are creepy people out there that are scammers, but not everybody, FYI, Chris, not everybody with a 0 behind their reviews is a scammer. For anybody, they're not scammers.
Listen, since you brought that up, I got a question. Do you find
I
it
know.
odd? What are you doing, Leroy?
I'm listening to your question.
Oh, okay. So do you find it odd that someone buys something from you but they open their account the day before, they've only got one review and it's within the last 12 months and it's a positive review? How does that even happen?
Okay, so if they have 0 or they just opened their account, so FYI, most people that have 0 reviews are, one, like somebody else said, checking out as a guest because they don't have an eBay account, or 2, they found your listing through Google and they came to eBay to buy it. So I always tell people, just because they have a 0, everybody's like, oh my God, I don't sell to anybody with less than one review.
That's I understand that, but see, what confuses me is someone opened an account yesterday.
Yep.
And today they have
bought
a
something.
positive feedback.
They bought something from someone who leaves immediate feedback upon purchase. Lots of sellers do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That would make
we
sense.
don't. We have ours set up so that aged intelligence. We have ours set up so we only leave feedback after they leave positive feedback.
Same, because I don't feel like I don't know how the transactions. I love people, and for the most part,
I don't trust people.
That most people are well intentioned, but the truth is that there are many who aren't, and I'm not leaving good feedback until it's the truth. Until it's the truth.
Brett, we need an AI thing.
An AI thing, an agent. Well, you got that, Chris.
No,
we all got it.
You need a thing. A thing.
We need a 2-headed chicken.
Okay, Brad, you like that 2-headed chicken? Yes, Leroy.
I do like the 2-headed chicken.
Did you lose your house or something?
Yeah, I got kicked out for.
I thought so. I'm like, he must have.
No, here I'll show you guys this before we do the. We've been.
Now we need.
We've got.
You got two.
We got a series we do every year during the summer at church called At the Movies, and we build like a little backdrop for people to take pictures in front of and stuff. And so our theme this year is Minecraft.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, this is what we've been building out this week. So all right, let's do this. Here you go. Here is for Todd. Thank you, sir. And then since Leroy is going on the road, Mr. Sadie, we're going to give you his favorite one.
That is not my favorite.
That's awesome, man.
It was your suggestion. There's
something wrong with those turtles.
Yeah, it's called love.
Oh, my God. Oh,
lust.
Did we do the best sales of the week yet?
No,
we can.
Good.
What's your best sale of the week, Leroy? You brought it up. You get to give it first.
I'm not there yet. I need like 14 more seconds.
Well, you got 14 more seconds.
14 more seconds.
13.
Best sales of the week. Let's go
12,
this week.
11, 10, 9, 8.
This is too much pressure. You got to stop. It's too much pressure.
We need a 2-headed turtle.
2-headed turtle. Yes.
I do have 3 sales over $100 this week.
That's good, Chris. That's awesome. For real.
This one was cool. This one was It wasn't expensive, but it was a topper for a weather vane, and it was a dog in the package.
It was a dog weather vane topper.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
What'd you sell for, Leroy?
25. Oh, this
Good
one was
job.
really cool. I think I showed you guys this. Did I show you guys the antique? Maybe I didn't. The antique bell. It was an antique bell.
Like a push the ding dong bell?
That's pretty
No.
cool.
No, it had, but it doesn't have no insides.
That's
Oh.
pretty cool.
18 something, and it sold for 89.
Nice.
Now, would
I'm
you
looking.
pick that stuff up, Teresa?
An antique bell like that?
Yeah, like the stuff I pick up.
Some of it. I just listed a whole lot of
Did you sell that
Um,
to Tim?
Huh? Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean for it to go live yet, but yeah, there's my sell of the week. That's
Did you sell it?
that
he's cool.
Did you sell
He's
it to
cool.
Tim?
I did not. I took a best offer of 125, which is what I wanted to get. For it.
Ooh. That come out of that lot that you went and got all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Wow.
We've. Oh, by the way, this leads me to a good point. Actually, if you've got any Jurassic Park stuff,
List it because the movie's
end it.
coming out.
if it's already listed, it's been listed a while, delist it and relist it, because we are selling stuff we've had in the store for I did that the other day. I delisted and relisted all of our Jurassic
movie
Park
came
stuff.
out
It's been there for
yesterday.
a couple of years, and
It
it's
came out yesterday, yeah.
yep. We
There's
pretty
a
much
new
sold
movie
every
coming
single
out?
thing. We pretty much sold every bit of that Jurassic Park stuff we got out of that buy
In the
we went
last
and did
2
up in
days?
Virginia. No, and in the last 3 weeks. So
You said there's
Oh.
a
I don't
new
know if I
movie
have
coming
any.
out?
I don't pick up Jurassic.
If
Do what,
it's
Chris?
not JP, you should, Teresa.
yeah, if it has the big JP on it,
I think I might have a couple little dinosaurs, but I'm a
The ones that
slight
have, like,
person.
the ones that have the bigger marks on them. Let me see if I can find the picture.
So
Now I gotta
Teresa,
go look
what
to
was
see if
your
I have
sale
it.
of the week?
I had a whole bunch of good sales, so I don't know which one to pick for sure. Okay, here's my best one. It's not my best one just because it's not my highest one, because we sold a low rant.
The highest one.
We sold a low rant depth finder for like $275 or something.
Oh, God.
But I sold a vintage 925 Israel sterling silver Roman glass link toggle bracelet.
Wow.
So it's really cool glass on it. But I sold it, and the guy messaged us after. The only reason this is the best one is because he messaged us. He messaged us and says, "Was this a family heirloom? If so, I will take great care of it." Really? No, it's not a family heirloom.
Yes, it's a family heirloom.
Yeah. No. We've had quite a few good sales lately.
I
So
want to
I can't-
show something else that I sold this week that was pretty cool if I can find it. What is that,
If you-
Brad?
I was going the big the JP that's together there on that. That's about the best. I can't believe I don't have a better picture.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen any of those.
Yeah, if you see those, that's from the original trilogy. That's kind of the way they're marked. Most of them
Now I
are.
gotta go look and see if I have any Jurassic Park stuff.
If you have anything looks like that,
Corey,
that stuff's usually pretty good.
Corey said I didn't have the heart to tell him that I
What's
was
up, Joshua?
German, not Roman, and not Irish or Israeli or whatever it was.
So so y'all remember the wall sconces?
Sconce. Do it.
The big farmhouse lights are going outside of the
A sconce.
sconces.
Do it, Brad. That's word of the week.
And now, Chris's word of the week.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. You said it twice.
What?
Thank you.
It's a
Sconces.
sconce, not a sconch. It's SCONCE. There's
Sconces.
there's no cha on the end.
Anyway, I sold them for $139.95 this week. Both of them together. Those were fun to pack, by the way. They were huge, big old things.
Oh, I have two Jurassic Park things. I have a Mattel Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaur, and I have a Jurassic World Thrashing Indominus Rex interactive
Also, Jurassic Park with Kenner on it.
with
If
Kenner.
Yeah,
Anything Kenner is usually pretty good, though.
Yeah, Kenner got bought by someone, right? Didn't they merge with someone? Get bought out by someone?
Quit laughing at me, Brad. I can't help it. There's a damn fly in
Teresa,
here.
Lord of the Flies over there. Oh. Here we go.
FYI, Kenner Toys was acquired by General Mills in 1967. Then they were purchased by Parker Brothers in 1987. And then by Tonka in 1991. And then Hasbro acquired Tonka. Oh, 1991, Hasbro acquired Tonka. So Tonka owns, Hasbro owns Kenner.
Yeah.
Hey, so something else I wanted to point out, people, if don't pass up lots of My Little Ponies. So I bought 2 buckets for a total of $11 at Goodwill, and I sold a lot for $137.99, which I recently found out. A person reached out to me, a specialist in My Little Ponies, and told me that because they were G3 and G4, I could have got as low as the lowest on those should have been right around $288. So I underpriced those, not knowing the product. And then I sold some more with the dolls and the they had the equestrial dolls.
Equestrian.
I can't play it again.
I sold them for, there's 8 of them. I sold a lot of them for $126.59. And then there was 2 other separate ones. I sold one for, oh, it's not showing up. One for like $32 and the other one for like $27 or something. So all those are gone. So I've made well over $300 on $11 buy.
Your kids are all arguing, just so you know. You're not in the chat, though. Sorry.
What?
Corey brought me a fly swatter. He can't take me swatting at the fly anymore. Sorry, I was telling Corey my kids are all arguing.
Oh.
And now the fly ran away.
What is he talking about? I didn't say no new words, Mr. Sadie.
Yeah, equestrial.
Right, equestrial dolls.
They're not equestrial, they're equestrian.
No, there's an L on the end of it, not an N.
No, there's not.
Then you typed it wrong.
Yeah.
No, that was
Hold
AI.
on, I'll look, because I have them.
That was AI. That was AI type. Boom. AI did type out Pickin or Buck Mountain and left off the N one time.
They're actually not equestrian. They're actually called equestria girls.
Hey. Bam.
I have one
Nice.
that I haven't been able to sell. I've had it since October of 2024. Actually before that, but that's when we relisted it. So, anyways, how was everybody's week?
Man, what the sort of
Chris, this is a family-friendly program.
What's wrong, Chris? What happened now?
He moved.
What? You discover, Chris, that you have like 40 listings with equestrial. You know what, Teresa?
Brad.
But you know
Yeah.
what, Teresa? If
What?
it is just equestria and you have
It is.
equestrial, it'll still show up in search.
It will, but that's not right.
It may not be right, but it'll still show up in search if the people searching for it spell it right.
Chris, you know we're a family-friendly show, and you just about cussed on here.
I didn't cuss.
You just about did.
No, there wasn't even nowhere near it.
No? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Corey brings me a fly swatter. Now the fly has disappeared.
It's because it knows it's in danger. I got I got
Okay.
like 200 horror movies that I'm gonna run on auction.
All together?
No, one at a time.
No. You want to? Hey, do you guys want to see what I got?
Hey, do we want to acknowledge or advertise Christmas in July for the dollarauction.com?
I can, but I did not bring it up. Just saying, I did not bring it up.
You know, you don't have to feel bad about bringing it up, right?
Well, somebody in the chat always gives me crap if I bring it up. So
Hey, you know what? Forget them.
Why? Please. I thought he said viral, and that says venereal. I can't pronounce it. What word is that?
venereal.
Venereal. That's like a disease or something, ain't it?
The best kind.
Venereal disease.
Say it again,
Like
Chris.
that.
Say it again.
What?
You're saying it
said
right. You were saying
venereal
it. You're
disease.
saying it exactly right. So just keep saying it.
Venereal.
Yes. Say it again.
Okay. There we go.
What kind?
No,
What kind?
I don't want to say it again. I'll mess it up.
No, you won't. You're doing this
Yeah.
one. This one has all the vowels and consonants in the right places, and it loves your mouth. So say it again.
No, I'm not.
I
saying
clap
it.
for that.
You're
Does
saying
he-
it right.
Oh, it says a clap. Oh, is that the clap? Is that what that is? Is that what it's called?
That's
The clap?
actually chlamydia.
Yeah, clap's chlamydia. Yeah.
A venereal disease is just an STD typically.
It's a junk drawer term for all of them. I do
Yep.
believe. I could be wrong.
Oh, okay.
Janet, I don't even know how to operate chopsticks, so that's not happening.
Poke her
But I
eye
gotta tell
out
you
when
guys
I'm
about what I
probably-
got. Are you ready?
What'd you get? What in the world is that?
He's dirty.
I don't know
No,
what
He is a Rushton rubber faced plush.
is it. A
Like
chipmunk?
Rushtin, Rushton,
Rushton. Rushton.
Ton.
It's not how you spell Russian.
I didn't say Russian. I said
Oh.
Rushton.
By the way,
Anyway.
that is the way people in the South would say Russian. They'd be like, "Man, you gotta watch out for all them Rushtons. They'll come over here and take all our stuff, man."
I don't know much about this, but I know like the Santa Clauses that are made by Rushton, they sell for a lot. So
What?
Chris,
Oh,
mute your phone. Anyways, I reached out to somebody because I don't know much about them. So I reached out to somebody because he's pretty dirty. I mean, look at him. Can you see that? He's pretty gross.
Throw him in a
So I
washing
reached
machine.
out. No.
Why not?
Because you can already see his stitching and he has a hole.
You can't
Oh, where's
put a
his phone?
bag. You can't put him in like a sock bag.
I wouldn't because of his
Net-
face. He has a
net
rubber
bag.
face and he's from like the 50s, 60s, 70s. So no, I won't put him in there. But anyways, I reached out to a well-known plush seller. Does anybody know who it is?
Dave,
Say it, what again?
He sells current plush. No, I reached out to Rebel Reseller.
oh yeah, I should have thought of
So,
that one first. Yeah, she's the
Robert-
queen.
Robert is in their Discord. So I reached out to Robert and said, hey, he come
Wait,
back.
Robert's in our Discord?
Robert's in our Discord.
I did not know. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay.
So I messaged him privately and said, hey, can you pass this information along to Rebel and ask her opinion? So I asked her, how do I clean it? And what do I list it at? And she said, don't clean it, leave it alone. And either do an auction on it or list it for high and entertain offers. So I'm kind of excited.
I want to do this, guys.
Oh, he's going to sleep.
Yeah. I want to talk to all y'all. Dropped into the middle of our show. This is Daydreaming with Leroy.
Oh my God.
Don't fall asleep, Leroy. You miss your plane.
Brad, you can't. You're not.
What time is your plane, Leroy? Leroy! What time is your plane?
8:26.
Cowboy lullaby. Nice. Brad Relics. Leroy is taking a nap before he gets on the plane.
Yeah. Where did the music come from?
That's
From God. Came from God.
came from God. Ready? I missed him. Dang it.
Stop hurting the flies before the
Leroy's doing OnlyFans.
what is that animal society called? The ACCPO.
I think I look sexy
That-
though.
What do you call it?
Oh,
I never done this pose. This is a sexy pose.
SPCA.
Yeah, the SPCA. We call it on
The
there.
one that what's her name gets on there and does the commercials for. Sinead, is it not Sinead O'Connor?
I don't know. I don't watch commercials.
Oh,
tell you what we're gonna do.
I mute them, so I just pass right through them.
We're just gonna
What are we doing?
Sarah
text
McLaughlin does them.
take your screenshot right now, people. Oh yeah. Girl, I've been thinking about you. Wait, that's a lie. I'm lying. I ain't been thinking about you. I've been thinking about food all day long. Day and night. That's all I think about is food. I like broccoli. Peanut butter. Give me some apples. Cheese. I love the cheese, y'all. Cheese is my favorite.
I don't know why we don't have 100 people watching the show. Besides the last couple
We have 20 people. Leroy was sleeping. We gained
Dude.
6 people while Leroy was sleeping.
I watched the count go up from 16 to 21 in the time we were doing that.
Right? We have swamp pickers in the house. Hello.
What's up, Swamp Picker?
Swamp figure.
I see John. I hadn't looked at the chat in a while. I see John's in there. What's up, John?
Hey, guess what? I did
What?
not go sourcing 2 weeks in a row.
Oh,
You know what?
My husband banned me from going sourcing.
man.
Just
I
so you
won't
know.
be-
I did stop at a Goodwill yesterday and
Oh, what'd you
found
buy?
on the way. I actually just stopped at a Goodwill on the way to Murfreesboro, so I would be able to count the mileage for my business. And I bought like $200 worth of books. I didn't pay $200 worth. I found $200 worth of books. They'd just put them out, so found some good ones.
How did you do that? Did you use Chat GPT to
No,
take a picture of a book and tell you?
the Chat GPT wasn't there. It was me. I went in person. I didn't send my robot. I just looked at them. Was like, "That's a good book. That's a good book. That's a good book." I kind of just used my internal knowledge, and then eBay's app.
Teresa.
What? He tried to take me to a garage sale today. It was so pathetic. So when we search on Facebook Marketplace for garage sales, I always filter it down to posted in the last 24 hours, right?
Right.
Because I don't care about ones that were because people are rude and they just don't take their crap down off Facebook Marketplace, right?
Maybe they just
So
forgot.
please. So I went to go Google this address that was supposed to be in our town, and it come up as like not in our town. I'm like, it's showing me it's in a different town. So I messaged the person and I'm like, so I tried to find your address in Madison and it says it doesn't exist. So where exactly is it? And they're like, oh, it's in Brookings, and it was last weekend. Dude, take your stuff down. Like, if you don't take your garage sale signs down, I'm gonna go start kicking them down if your garage sale's not happening.
Why are you being so mean to them people?
Because it's rude to tease resellers with garage
That's a
sales.
nice picture, Leroy.
So I haven't gone sourcing, but Tanya did. Tanya and Isaac, they go out every Friday and Saturday morning and look, and she brought home a little box of toys she found for $10 and sold $100 and something
Well,
out of it.
we are technically going sourcing this weekend. So since my BFFs from Tennessee are in town,
Yeah.
they're gonna come hang out with
I
us. when
thought
we
they was
source
going to
them.
be hanging out with you tonight at your house, and they was going to be on the show.
No, I think they're setting up their camper.
Oh,
So
okay.
But anyway, so they're gonna go hang out with us with my family tomorrow and deal with my kids' drama because my kids all got drama right now.
What is Leroy
But-
doing?
I don't know. But we're going thrift haul shopping
He's
on
showing off.
Saturday. So we're gonna go junk store or garage thrift store, whatever, crawling on Saturday. So
I was showing what I did yesterday and today.
you cleaned?
Yeah.
Leroy can't even talk. What's he on?
He's on sleepy time.
I'm on
He's
service.
on sleepy time.
What time's your flight, Leroy?
8:26.
10:55.
10:55.
What time?
10:55.
I don't source for a month, and then I take a trip to like 3 states over and get stuff, which is what I'm doing on Monday. I'm driving to Iowa.
Oh, that's right.
Where'd
Like
come
8
to
hours
South
from me.
Carolina?
He doesn't want to
Whenever
come see
y'all
you.
get some good stuff over there.
Oh.
We got good stuff all the time. Chris just doesn't know how to spend money.
Chris ain't
They're
looking for
gonna
little
pat
people.
Leroy down. Leroy, you're gonna get a full pat down, Corey says.
Yeah, they 100% patting you down, Leroy.
Should I wear my thongs?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's exactly what you need to wear.
I think that would be
love
funny.
Chris underwear. I should
They're
wear
gonna
those.
strip search you.
Hey, if I was there, I'd be like, y'all don't look there. Only thing you're gonna find is some snacks. Been saving up.
1-800 Leroy. Call 1-800 Leroy.
He stored some snacks for hard times.
What did it say?
Snacks or
What did
snacks?
it call me,
Snacks.
right?
He stored him up some snacks for hard times. Hard
Mr.
times,
Sadie-
baby.
Mr. Sadie says ask for a cigarette when they're done giving you a strip
Yeah,
search.
Leroy has for a cigarette. You're like, can I have a cigarette, please?
I'm gonna
So-
just clip that part.
What are you doing this weekend, Brad, for the 4th?
Working. Same thing I'm doing. I'll be working here at
Yeah.
the church. I'll be working tomorrow. I'll be
Man.
working Saturday.
They've already started shooting firecrackers off here yesterday.
Oh, they have been here too. And my dogs went ape crap last night. So,
Yeah, me too.
but
Went ate crap
I'm
last night,
glad
too.
that we may or may not be here for tomorrow night because the guy that lives behind me, well, there's 2 of them. The guy that moved his house in behind our tree grove, he's a pyrotech. And the people across the street from us, Kitty Corner, they always do a huge fireworks show.
I love it when other people spend their money on it. so
I
don't have
told Tammy we're just gonna have to leave and go somewhere. I don't
You
know
just
where.
put earplugs in.
You can still feel it. They shoot. I don't know what kind of firework, man.
You know what
They
you need to
battle
do?
the whole house.
You know what you need to do, Chris? It's
I
like
don't
when
know
I was
if
when I was a young man, I couldn't stand cigarette smoke. The only way I could stand cigarette smoke is if I smoked a cigarette as well.
No. Ugh.
So
Corey likes
you're
this
just gonna have to
Corey
go buy you. You're gonna have to buy you some. Get out there and just start shooting them off. You be the one in charge of it.
No,
Tell me
Well,
you're
the
old
candle
without
in each
telling me
hand.
you're
I
old.
don't know. I don't know if they're shooting fireworks or blowing up tannerite.
It's probably fireworks.
I mean, the sucker rattles the whole house.
Well, that's because you live in a trailer.
So
Because it has wheels. You gotta bolt that.
my
thing.
home does not have wheels, Leroy. I don't live.
You don't
in
live
that-
there
Take them off.
anymore. He
They
moved out
take
of the
them
camper.
off. Hold on. Trailer houses do have wheels. They take
Mine
them
don't.
off when they mount. Not anymore, but it
Yes, they
did.
do. Yeah, they do.
They
Chris.
have a chassis underneath of it.
Yes, Chris, and 2x4s.
I know because I used to live in one.
But mine don't have wheels on it.
Not anymore, but at one point it did.
I'll
Not
be
when I
honest
lived
with
in it.
How you think
Yes.
they transported it to where it currently sits?
Chris,
On wheels.
Chris, I'll be honest with you. You'd be surprised. It probably does have wheels, and you don't know it.
No,
'Cause
I've
I
been
have a
underneath
split
it.
on I have
I've
a
been
split.
underneath it.
You can't
We
fit
did
your
the
fat
water
butt
lines.
under there.
Remember, we remodeled that whole thing. There's no wheels on it.
You can't put your fat tail under there.
What? Go
Leroy,
back to sleep.
Leroy gets catty when he's sleepy and hungry.
Leroy needs to take a chill pill.
He did. That's the
He
problem.
chills anymore, he'll be asleep.
Nice. Anyways,
Anyways,
Teresa, I could pick on you.
pick on me. You know, I can give it as good as I can get it. So that was
Brad,
so
how's
wrong.
the music thing going?
What'd you say, Teresa?
How's the music thing going?
I
Or
said
the
the same
video, the
thing,
movie, the
Teresa.
movie thing.
We hadn't started it yet.
Did you just turn your ear to the microphone to see if you can hear me better?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
No, I was
No.
looking at
He
something
did.
over there.
he did.
He's
he did
watching.
Wanted to hear you better. I
Isaac.
got earplugs in.
Is your son's name Isaac?
Yes.
Yes.
He was watching Isaac do some more dancing.
I like Isaac. Isaac is the coolest person I know.
So how's the movie thing going, Brad?
You
It
asked
does.
me
It
6
starts
times.
this weekend.
I thought it started last week. Okay.
We were working on stuff for it last week.
So
So
what's your
is it
first
just
Alright.
like a 1 day thing, or is it like a 2 day thing? Or
No,
is
it's a whole series. We'll do it the whole month of July. Every Sunday in July.
No. No. I think that would be cool to go see, just so you know.
Teresa, tell us about Christmas in July.
Oh, Christmas in July. So we are having Christmas in July on theDollarAuction.com. It will be, hold on, I got to pull it up just to make sure I give the right
11th
details.
and 12th.
July 11th and 12th, starting at 2 p.m. with most shows running. Where'd you go, you little sucker? I got him. Anyways, starting at 2 p.m., Corey and I are kicking it off at 2 p.m. And then it will run through, I think the last show we had scheduled for anybody is typically 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. But we currently have, for that day, it will be us kicking it off, followed by Zelda's Finds, Resell the Ride, Kimberly Morrow, who is a new one for us. I don't know who that is for sure. Inked Picker, Gigi's Collectibles, Happy Heart Treasures on the 11th. And then on the 12th, it'll be us, Zelda's Finds, Resell the Ride, Kimberly Morrow, Daisy Picks and Thrifts, that's a new one. Buck Mountain Barn at 7 o'clock. So it is all Christmas. Some people said they might not have Christmas. You know, I just realized some people are not on there that are supposed to be on there.
Look,
Can I
Brad.
ask you a question?
So,
Can I ask a question?
Nice.
sure.
Aren't you good friends with Santa Claus? How does Chris get Santa Claus on his show and you can't get Santa Claus on your show for Christmas in July?
I could bring my Santa out here and he could be with me because he's currently set up in my house.
No,
I have a Santa that's
I'm
been up
talking
since
about
Christmas.
the real Santa. I met the real Santa on this
Oh,
show.
are you talking about Ken?
No, I don't know a guy
Yes.
named Ken. I know Santa Claus. He was on
Is
this
Ken?
show.
I don't think Ken would show it.
his
I
name's
don't.
not Ken. His
Okay,
name
so
is
I don't
Santa
think the acting person who acts like Santa Claus would show his face on the dollar auction.
Listen, Santa Claus said hi to my buddy, to my little buddy Ethan. And
Easton, not Ethan.
Easton.
Easton, Weston, whatever his name is.
All the East.
Hey, Chris, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So I tore apart my very first.
Oh, Keurig. I'm working on one right now. Yeah,
Are these the parts that sell?
take them hoses off. You can either lot all them hoses up together or just chunk them. I chunk them.
So I got this. You what? Hold on. You what?
I chunk them.
Nope.
The
It's
hoses.
not called chunk. It's called chuck. I chuck them.
Chunk them in the garage. Let me see. Hold that up. Hold that motor up.
That's not a motor. That's a solenoid.
Is that the? Yeah. Okay. So take that.
And I have
solenoid.
this too.
Yeah. Sell that. Yeah. Hey, and then there's a. I ain't got it with me.
I have
There's
the whole
another piece that's got
motherboard.
there's another piece that's got the buttons on it for that.
Oh, I
goes
threw
with
that
it.
piece away.
Go ahead.
'Cause I
I'll tell
broke
my
it.
friends.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that one a piece to sell. The
I'll tell my
motherboard to
friends.
sell. The solenoid to sell. The two little motors you got, air pumps and water pumps. They're small ones. Those to sell. And then you got a hot water heater in there also.
I have this.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, the thing in your left hand, that's the water heater. All right. Then you got that board that you got in your right hand.
That's my motherboard.
Yeah. Okay. Say, look, that motherboard you got, and then that other silver plate there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I'm talking to her like, oh, okay, that little board that's on that silver plate goes with that motherboard.
And
Take
it
all
probably
the
goes with
wires
this
that-
little board that's in here too.
Yeah, that's together. That come off of a pot like this one right here. Because I just
Sometimes you got the fireboard, them mother jammers.
Hold on. It came off of a Keurig K60.
Yeah. So here's all right. So look, Teresa, here's the little board that's in that silver piece.
So do you just cut the wires?
Yeah, at the end, leave the if they're attached to this board, I cut them at the
No,
end.
I know. I'm talking. So all of the wires are attached to the big board. You just cut all of the wires for
If
the big board?
wires come off the big board, if they're released, like let me show you.
They don't release. They're soldered on.
Yeah, the ones that soldered on, you leave them on. But there are some that are in like this little that snap into this.
Those are connectors.
That's connected. You can take those off. But see, this is the board that's on the silver thing, and then here's the motherboard for what you just showed me.
Oh, okay. So take it off the silver thing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's enough Keurig talk. I just had to show you that I tore apart my very first one, but I damaged the entire case of it trying to get it off because I couldn't figure out how it worked.
The outer case.
Yep.
Yeah, just I chunked those. But look, like the
Can we have 2 words of the
look,
day?
the bottom, the drip pan bottoms.
Oh, I threw that away too.
No,
Get it
don't
one
throw
more
that
time.
away. That's your
It's
number
already
one
all out in my garbage.
seller. Okay, well, for future reference, these are your number one sellers in those.
FYI, I don't think I'm ever going to pick up another one. The only reason I got that one was because it was in an auction lot with something else that I wanted. So I figured I'd tear it apart.
Yeah, that's what you do. Tear them apart. You can actually sell the screws, all the screws together that you've taken it apart with. You can actually sell them in a lot.
She chunked it all. It's actually chunked.
What's the problem? What's wrong with the word chunked?
It's not chunked.
I chunked it in the back of the truck. I chunked it in the garbage can.
Okay, I wasn't going to, but Dad gummit, you know
What?
what? You
Do
just-
it.
And now, Chris's word of the week.
Okay, Chris,
don't
I just typed,
understand.
hold on. I just typed in the chat what it's supposed to be.
Look, I'm not a Yankee. I don't live up north. I live in the south. We say chunk.
Brad
No,
lives in
no.
the South too, and he says chunk.
No.
Brad
You got
lives in
something you gotta-
Tennessee. He don't live in the south.
Leroy,
You got
Leroy.
to chuck it out.
we do not have feet fetishes, so please
Chunk.
take your feet off the camera.
Ah,
That's disgusting.
oh man, that's great.
Anyways, it's chucked.
Keep going, Leroy. Here's a
Let's
beat
go.
you can dance to.
You are innocence personified.
What is this? What does innocence personified mean?
I don't know,
What are
Brad.
y'all
You can't-
doing? He fell off the
Leroy
bed.
was giving us a foot show.
Wait, this is not. Golly, man.
Okay, hold on, stop, because we cannot be the show that just plays music. I've watched one of those shows and it drives me nuts.
See, look, Corey.
We
See,
haven't just done
Corey's
that.
got it chunk. That's right. You chunk stuff.
I
You-
chunk
you-
up. I
okay.
chunk up vegetables.
When we say chunk, it's because like we blew chunks.
No, that's throw up.
Yeah.
And no, that's
It's
chuck.
not
But
chunk.
That's chuck.
whenever you got something you need to throw away, you chuck it out.
Up chuck. Up chuck. Chris, it's okay. We're just
Little
picking on you
It's going to
today.
have to be. I'm chunked. It's chunked.
I'm loving this conversation. I think we need to go further. We-
Really tight. He knows
You
you
know,
can
like-
go chunky dunking instead of skinny dipping.
Yeah. You can get you a chunky bar. You have
What's a
those up
chunky
there?
bar?
You've never seen a chunky bar?
No.
Let me Google a chunky bar. Give
I'm
me
gonna
chunky
Google it.
bar.
Look,
I'm
look
gonna
what
do it
Janet
right
said.
here.
Look what Janet said.
We're gonna do it right here, sir.
We
I
don't
hear
want
you,
foot
Janet.
fetish weirdos.
I hear you.
Oh, a chunky bar. It's like a
A chunky
I don't
bar.
know.
Is that a
It's
Reese's
got,
We're
it's
gonna-
bar?
like a
We're gonna get it right here,
No,
brother.
it's like
Hold on just a second.
Hershey's, but thicker.
Oh,
See that right there?
yes,
You
those
know.
are good.
Mm. Mm.
I've never seen a chunky.
The wrong thing in it though is that it's got raisins in it. And that's
Somebody
just
might have to send me a chunky.
somebody should not put raisins.
I got one already.
Did you just call Corey fat?
No,
You did too.
my dogs are chunky.
You just called him chunky. You said I got one already. Corey, man, I'm so sorry you get abused that way, man. I'm so sorry, man. Golly.
He's a man. He can take it.
What?
Grown
I
man.
didn't,
Did you
I
invent
didn't invent no
Pumpkin
chunky bar.
No, but did you invent the pumpkin chunkin?
I don't know what a pumpkin chunkin is. I'm chunking.
when
Have you ever thrown a
In
pumpkin
the
out?
Halloween, we chunking pumpkins.
Yes, you did invent
There you
pumpkin
go, you
chunking then,
chunked it.
because everybody else,
But that's okay.
everybody else chucks that pumpkin. But you chunk it.
No, you chunk
Pumpkin
it.
chunkin.
You chunk it. You chunk it in the garbage, man. I mean, chunk it.
I love how animated you're getting about this. This is great. This is good for. This
That's
is good
called
for,
shoveling, Chris. Shoveling.
If I take this thing and throw it across the room, it's called chunking it.
It's called chucking. I
Can we
chucked
put-
it.
Can we
You don't
do?
say I chunk it. Hold on.
We
hold on.
do.
You don't say I chunk it. You say I chuck it. Can I
Chunking
chuck
it.
it?
I'm gonna chuck
chunking it.
this thing. We're gonna chuck this thing. All right. So here's your chance. If you guys want to bail Chris out, there in the chat, put in, is it chunk or chuck? And if you want to say chunk just to like make Chris feel good tonight, that'd be totally acceptable. Teresa and I will
They make me
accept
feel like a
defeat.
dummy all night long.
We will accept defeat. So throw it in the chat. What do you call it? Chuck or chunk when you throw
Oh,
something out?
see, hold on. See,
Ping couldn't. She
Brad
couldn't.
Relics is out there. He's putting it. He said chuck is a verb informal, careless or casually. Someone chucked a brick through the window. Chucked. But chunk is a solid, thick piece of something. A huge chunk of masonry littered in the street. So a chunk is a piece of something. To chuck it is to throw it.
Well, we chunk it around here. You can chuck it everywhere else.
Jeez.
I mean, that's like shuck it.
That's
You know.
comment of the night right there. I got to pin that one. That's comment of the night.
That was awesome. That's awesome. They don't call it chunky cheese. They call it Chucky cheese.
Well, they're not chunking it. They're eating it. They're eating the cheese. They're not chunking it.
Tomato.
True. You could chunk a chunk of rock.
Tomato. There's a difference there, though.
See,
You could
Janet's
chuck
got me.
a chunk of rock at
Y'all
the
can
window.
say chuck all you want.
Hey,
It's like chuck to the chuck wood, chuck wood, chuck whatever. That's not what he does. That's mean he's eating it. I'm not eating it. I'm chunking it out the door. I'm throwing it away.
so I gotta tell you, Chris.
When a
The other day,
woodchuck
I
chucks
was
wood, he chucks it. That means he's eating wood.
Well, I've
he
never-
doesn't chunk it.
I've never,
He
I've
chunks
never,
it.
When you chunk something, you throwing it away. You're not
I've
eating
never,
it.
I've never taken that way. I've never taken it that way before. But you know what? Your reasoning is solid. I'm gonna go with you.
But he says a woodchuck chucks wood, not chunks wood.
Yeah.
Right. A woodchuck chucks wood. That means he eats the wood.
I don't think they actually eat wood, do they?
He doesn't chunk it.
They chew through it. He bites it and chucks it off to the side. He bites it. He chucks it off to the side. He
Chunks it.
bites it. He chucks it off like a
Finn,
wood chipper.
hold on. I got it. I Googled it. A woodchuck chucking wood means that he's throwing or tossing dirt aside as they excavate.
Chunking. He's throwing it. Chunking. You chunk it. He's throwing it. He just said it.
No,
Throwing it.
you dipshit.
That's what I said. Don't cuss on this show. It's a PG show.
Sorry. So it's a woodchuck, not a woodchuck chunk.
Woodchuck chunking wood. But he's chunking, he's throwing dirt away. He's throwing it, he's chunking dirt.
Here, Chris, look at the chat. This is what it says. It's a woodchuck, chucks, not chunks.
All right, whatever. Whatever. I say chunking, and I'm going to stick to chunking. That's how I say it.
You go ahead and chunk it.
Now, ask Tammy. She'll tell you that's what we say.
Well,
Call
Tammy
her,
lives in
call
the
her.
same house with you. She's
Call
gonna
her.
agree with you.
Call her right now.
Huh?
Call her.
Call her.
Call her on the phone and ask
This
her.
would be great. This would be great content. Call her. Let me talk to her.
All right. Oh,
I don't want you to influence her in any way.
Did you see Rad Relic's comment?
Yeah.
He said
you gotta-
Chris is acting like Dave.
hey.
Hey, Ken, no, don't that.
Hey,
Let me
hold
talk
on,
to her.
hold
Let
on,
me-
hold on.
Hold on.
All right, hey, you're live
No,
on
Chris.
the speaker. Okay. So just letting you know. Okay. Brad has a question for you.
Can put her close to the microphone so I can hear her. Can you hear me, Tammy?
Yeah.
Okay. When you throw something out, what do you call that? When you're like just going to toss something out, what do you know what you call that? I'll ask it a different way if I can't get the answer from you.
Trash.
Well, okay,
No.
but do you chuck it out or do you chunk it out?
I chunk it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's all we needed. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy.
You've really helped tonight.
Thank
clear
you,
things
honey.
up.
I greatly appreciate it.
We
You proved
appreciate
my
it.
point.
We love you, Tammy.
I
Stop.
want a swimming pool.
Huh?
I want a swimming pool.
Okay.
And
Love you.
and your own bedroom, right?
And my
Your own
bed.
bed.
Yes. I want my own bedroom and a swimming pool.
Yeah. Then you
Oh
can
my
chunk.
goodness.
Then you can chunk Chris out of your bed. That'd be great.
Chunk him out. Chunk him right out.
Yeah.
Leroy, you have not chimed in. What do you say?
They, all I
Leroy's
can
going to
say-
go against anything I say, even if I was right.
Is it
They do it-
chucking
they do it
or
different.
chunking?
Look, I'm right in what I'm saying in my world over here.
They do it that they
I
do
put
it
it in
different in
the
South
garbage.
In
Carolina.
Chris's world.
I
They
put
do
it
it
in the
different.
garbage.
World.
Carolina.
I put it in the garbage.
Hold on, Leroy, you're from South Dakota or South
Garbage.
Carolina, right?
No, he's from New Jersey.
No, but he lives in South Carolina.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in South Carolina? 6 years? Long enough to pick up the crap. Do you say chuck or chunk? Not throw it in the trash, chuck or chunk.
I put it in the garbage. I'm serious. I gotta go put it in the garbage.
You drive a car?
Yes, I drive a car, go to the park with my daughter in the car, and we go to the market. I'm gonna do that all tomorrow.
Can't. I
Nice.
can't. The garbage.
So there.
That's
You win,
Leroy's
Chris.
word of the day.
You,
The
you
garbage.
win tonight, Chris. You win. It was 12-1, 12-2, and somehow it still worked out in your favor. So congrats, sir.
Did
Yeah,
not.
because you all believe Tammy.
What are you, were you reading the chat right, Brad?
That's what I'm saying. It was 12-2, and Chris somehow won anyway.
Just because Tammy agreed with him?
Yeah, y'all know if Tammy agrees with me, it's got to be right. Because she tells me flat out I'm wrong.
You know, so speaking of Tammy, I watched your video the other day.
Was
I
she
heard
in
her
it?
talk for a second.
Yeah.
But that's just BS.
I asked her after I cut the camera off. I should have kept it rolling, but I asked her, I said, you didn't say nothing the whole time. And she says, yeah, you didn't say anything stupid the whole time either.
Oh
I said,
wow!
okay, well, all right.
You act like
I
we're
love
hard
Tammy.
on you. You act like we're hard on you. You're the best part of the show, Chris.
Look,
you know that,
I
right?
listen-
Chris, hold on. How long have you and Tammy been married?
11 years. We've been together
long enough for Tammy to pick up on some bad habits like chunking.
Right. I agree. I agree. Tammy's been indoctrinized by Chris.
No, her and Brianna call me out all the time, like all the time. So, I mean, what are they?
You got to her like a man choker and candor.
JP has enjoyed the intellectual and stimulating conversation.
You're welcome, JP. Janet,
Yeah, Janet.
Janet.
Hey, I appreciate
you watching.
I'm glad Janet thinks I'm smart.
I appreciate everybody that's watched. She didn't say you were
says I
smart.
have an intelligent and stimulating conversation.
Chunking is-
She was not talking about you.
Of course she was. Who else is she talking about?
Chunking is Chinese food. Is that a new one?
Oh my God.
Is that a new one?
No, that's not a new one.
I don't think you've ever played that one with me on here because that was freaking hilarious.
Please stop fighting on me.
Oh, Janet,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly thought the new reseller people I met last Friday would come in and ask us some cool reseller questions that we could
Well,
all
I think
answer.
one person did come in. They just didn't ask them questions.
That's why you got so upset early in the show. You thought
Because your friends didn't come?
some
So
of
you're
your new
No.
friends.
No, I'm not upset. I didn't get upset over anything.
Okay, the
Did
question,
you
Chris,
give them
is
stickers?
did you write-
give them free stickers?
yeah, did you give them stickers?
I don't have stickers.
That's
Okay.
why they didn't come.
Opportunity.
Oh.
Hold on, though. Did you
Okay.
write down their names?
Their name?
Yeah. All the
No,
people you met. Do you remember them all?
no, I don't remember them all. No,
And they
I
don't
met
remember
a lot
you
of
either.
people.
I seen you in the picture when you were with Josh and Holly. That was cute.
Her name's
Did
Haley,
you say
not
Josh and
Holly.
Harley? It's
It's
Haley.
not Holly. It's Haley.
I know.
Leroy got his traveling clothes on. Look at that.
Yeah, you sure do. Leroy, yeah.
Nice.
Leroy's
Do you
looking
just
good
dress
there.
up just to travel?
Looks like he shaved and
Why?
everything. Trimmed that
I
beard
don't-
up and all that.
I might meet my wife in the airport.
Oh, don't you tell her.
You already have a
What in the
wife.
world is wrong with you?
Hey, Leroy.
Oh,
You're at
Janet.
home too,
Right.
man. You
Don't,
about
Leroy, don't let your wife keep you from finding your next girlfriend.
Golly.
Oh,
Oh man. Man, oh
I'll be
man. Oh, man.
walking to the airport.
Yeah.
you're walking to the airport?
He will be. He will be. Keep that up.
I can't.
Oh my
hear.
God. Can I tell you guys what happened the other day?
Sure.
A truck flipped over full of chicken carcasses.
Oh,
Ew. I
Well,
bet
they were
that's
probably
stunk.
live chickens before it flipped over.
No, they were dead. It was all carcasses.
What were they doing
They were-
with the dead ones?
Yeah.
they were taking
was
all
like-
their innards somewhere.
It was on 26, Chris.
Why were they dead though?
Because it was they probably came from the slaughterhouse. They probably bring it to a pig farm or to some kind of farm and just let it rot and use it as fertilizer.
What did he just say?
He said they probably took him to a pig farm.
Right? Yeah.
They were from the mountain of
Imagine doing
caucus.
that. But here's the thing: is that they transport live chickens to the slaughterhouse, Leroy.
No, it was
They gotta
dead.
do.
They were all dead. It was in the back of a huge tractor trailer. He fell asleep. He hit the Jersey barrier, and the truck fell on the other side, and there was chicken. I drove by it. I thought it was potatoes.
Chicken innards everywhere.
I thought it was potatoes, and then when I drove back later on, listen. I never thought in my life that I could almost throw up Skittles. I was eating Skittles when I drove.
It's true. It's true. I just pulled it up.
Taste the rainbow.
It says chicken carcass spill makes a mess on I-26 in South Carolina.
Yes, I wouldn't
There's
lie
a video,
about
but
it.
I don't want to play it because it'll probably mess with my stuff.
Look at it.
Gross. Like it fell in the median and it went all the way across the other
yeah.
lanes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so,
so gross.
so I drove by it when it had just fell, right? And I thought it was potatoes.
That does not look. That looks like. That honestly looks like ground up crap. Like
It
gross.
was. It was just
Yuck.
ground up chicken.
I keep telling y'all it was all their innards.
Wonder why.
Nobody's listening to me.
I heard it. I heard it.
I
Teresa,
heard
do you
it.
look up everything I say?
She looks up everything
I'm
anybody says.
No, I just wanted to see if they had pictures of it.
Yeah.
So I am ask Corey. I am a naturally curious person. So if somebody says something to me, I have a habit of going and Googling it.
So
I will
I
Google the crap out of that.
have a serious question about this though.
What?
Why were they transporting dead chickens?
Because
It was just the carcasses. They already cut the meat off of it. They don't need. It's just
it's what was.
Oh, they've
what was
already
left.
been processed.
It's
Yes.
what was left of the chickens.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's the innards.
Gotcha. Innards. Yeah. Gotcha.
Innards,
Yeah. Gotcha.
innards, some of the outyards.
Yeah. The innards.
Hey
and outyards.
now, Tina.
Yeah. Innards and outyards.
That hurt my feelings.
She is nosy.
What
And-
they
That
say?
hurt my feelings.
Name of all those good South Dakota jokes when you need them.
So wonder where they was taking. They're gonna make hot dogs out of them or something. Is that what they're gonna do?
No, they're probably bringing it to either. Sometimes
They're probably bringing it to a hog farm to feed it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Or
That's how
horse
they make
food.
viney weenies.
Dog food, maybe. Dog food.
No, because it wasn't refrigerated.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hog.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it definitely
They
was
probably
not
feeding the hog.
refrigerated.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It looked like it was in the truck, but that it just had the
Yeah. And
Like
so
a
it wasn't like a regular.
tarp over top of it.
So it wasn't like a regular chicken.
Oh
truck.
my gosh.
No.
What,
What
the
the
heck?
holy cow?
they want to hear more stuff about chickens.
What?
Okay, all right. Who's the new person on the show in the hat? That's our that's Gentleman Leroy. He's Leroy's cousin.
Leroy.
July's rent money. Thank you, Wolfman, for that. Purchase shipping label. No, wait, we gotta
Time
sing.
I push the button.
Then we got it. We're supposed to sing "Coat of Many Colors" by Dolly Parton.
After that, do your thing and then we'll do it.
It's my coat of many colors.
I don't know how to sing that.
One picture.
I don't know the words to it.
You're one of the only ones that know about that. You've been around me for 6 years.
What?
All right. We're gonna give.
Leroy's white cousin from Iowa.
Who said that? Oh God.
All right, here we go. We played them almost all tonight, guys. There you
They
go.
had all their innards
Brad,
and ears together.
Brad, you didn't play the what's Leroy eating today?
Because you're not
Because you ain't put
eating.
anything in your mouth
Not
yet.
eating, Leroy.
You gotta
Thank
get-
you,
I'll send
Chad.
a snack in
Chad.
hand. It's coming.
Chad, we thank you very, very much. That's why your name stays at the top right left hand corner. Whatever corner it's in. Is it stays in
It's
one of
not
these
up there at all. Oh, it's over in this side, covered currently by the timer for me.
It says it's right here on me. Like right.
No, it's
Yeah,
over
it
there
don't.
on
It
me.
don't. The timer doesn't show up on YouTube.
Where's Teresa?
No, but I
See,
see
on
the
my picture. On my picture, I'm here. Chris. That
No.
guy.
I'm
then
here.
Teresa.
You know, you
Brad is
can.
down here. Chris is over here. Leroy's down here.
Yeah, see, you're opposite to me.
You're
You can
opposite.
actually, if you go into settings on your thing down there, you can actually click it to mirror.
I
So
know.
it'll flip it, so like you can actually, when you point right, it's right. When you point left,
I
it's
am
left.
mirroring my camera.
Where do you
No,
do
I'm not.
that at, Brad? In settings?
You go to settings.
Dude,
Just a second, I'll get you, Leroy, in just a second. If you go to settings and you go to general, I think it is. No, wait, let's see. Camera. Oh gosh, where was that?
I
it
just
is.
Yeah.
So if you just click on settings at the bottom of your screen, right
I took-
below it says camera resolution, and then it says mirror my image or mirror my camera. And it also says, which I might click on this just to see what it does. It says, touch up my appearance.
Yeah, I touched up my appearance. My camera is always mirrored.
Well, then it should be when you point that towards the the left. It should go left. Point left.
Point left.
Point left.
Point left. No.
That's
You're
left.
not mirrored.
Unmirror it. Unmirror it.
This
Then.
is my left. This is my right.
This is my
All
right.
right.
This is my
Left.
left.
Okay, left. Oh, right.
Chris, where's your right?
My
Chris,
right's
raise
over
your
here
right
now.
hand. Raise your right hand.
Everybody
That's my
raise their
left.
everybody raise their right hand.
I'm the only one mirroring.
No,
I'm
everybody on my
I'm not
side.
mirroring.
Look,
I'm not
on
mirroring.
what I'm looking at,
I'm
everybody.
the only one mirroring.
Hey,
Listen.
Chris, time to listen to me. Do you have mirroring on or mirroring off? Do you have it
Mirroring is off, but when everybody raises their right hand, everybody raises the correct hand on my screen.
Not me.
Yep, on my screen, you're raising the same hand I'm raising. Teresa's raising the same hand
Yeah.
I'm raising. Brad's
I
raising
have-
the same hand I'm raising.
I have mine mirrored.
Okay, mine's unmirrored. If I
No,
unmirror,
mirror it now.
I mean, if I mirror mine,
Yep.
then I raise my right hand, and
So
it's
horrible.
opposite of
Nothing
you,
happened.
Brad.
Nothing happened. Are you doing the right one?
It did happen. I'm looking at
JP raised his hand.
it.
Janet.
See, now, Brad, my right hand is opposite of your right hand. It's opposite of Teresa's. It's opposite of Leroy's.
Not on
No,
the
see, when
screen.
I look at it, all three of you are opposite of me.
Right. See, it's what you see. It's not what I see. It's what you see.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. Does my image look any better because I touched up my
The
image?
mystery has been solved, so I'm going to turn mine off. And now,
You're still
It's the same
right-handed.
hand.
Same hand. Nothing's
Yeah.
happened. My hand's the right hand.
But to me,
I think it's
to
it's
me,
just how you see it. It's just how you see it,
Right.
not how anybody else sees
to
it.
me,
I don't know.
Chris has his left hand up.
No.
But see,
Because you're
now-
looking at the screen, Leroy.
I unmirrored mine, so my hand is up the same as
If
everybody else.
I look at Teresa's hand when her hand's up or Brad's hand, it looks like to me, if I'm looking at the screen, they're raising their right hand. If I turned around, they're raising their right hand. What are you
It
doing,
doesn't matter.
Brad?
I was trying to tickle your nose.
Oh. Okay.
Do you pledge to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yeah. Why not?
Leroy, close your eyes and see which hand is up.
Brad has his left hand up.
Are you gonna leave me
Brad's
hanging,
got
bro?
his right hand up.
You gonna leave me hanging, bro?
She said, "Close my eyes." She didn't say, "Open
Uh-oh.
them."
Oh no, he's gonna leave me hanging. He's gonna leave for Rhode Island and leave me hanging.
Why is Chad worried about me putting him in timeout? If he starts dropping those South Dakota jokes again, I might have to put him in timeout.
No, Chad, you won't never be putting time out here. Never.
Mm,
You don't
you
pick
shouldn't
on
make fun
Teresa.
of South Dakota.
You don't
Never,
pick
ever,
on
ever.
Teresa. I'll knock you out.
Chad must be independently wealthy. That's the only thing I can guess.
Oh, God almighty. What in the world?
What's wrong, Chris?
Nothing.
We're getting close to 2 hours.
He's just
by the
over
way.
there.
Yes, we are.
We are.
You know
I
what
gotta
time
have
it is?
the
We
airport.
are.
Do you know what time it is?
It's about that time.
It's about that time. All right,
Okay, but
Brad.
before we do, does anybody have anything they want to say?
Yes, I have a lot to say.
Oh God, you
You have
always
2
do.
seconds.
Okay, so don't forget every Tuesday, 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
12:30 normal time.
Reseller Therapy on the Reseller Therapy channel. If you
Except
missed
for
last
this week. This last week they
if you
didn't do
missed
it.
this past Tuesday, don't worry about it. We all missed it. All right.
I didn't miss
Y'all
nothing.
missed it.
And then on Wednesday next week, Wednesday, July the 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Teresa, Brad, possibly Leroy, Corey, and myself will be on Mike Metco's Meetups YouTube channel. We'll be doing an interview with him. He has a lot of questions to ask us So be in thoughts with us for that we answer them correctly.
Put us
We
in
have to
your
study
thoughts and
for the test.
prayers.
Yeah, we have to answer correctly
Send
on
us your
those.
thoughts and prayers.
And then Thursday we'll be right back here again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Pickin on Chris. So
That's a good. We should rename this from Pickin and Grinnin to Pickin on Chris live and uncut at the barn.
no, I don't
Chris,
know.
you're the best part of this show. If we change that, it won't be near as fun.
Yeah, when you weren't on that week, it wasn't a very good show. Just so
It
you
It
know.
was a good
sucked.
show.
It
It was
No,
an
it
excellent show. I went back and
We
watched
didn't have
it.
nobody to pick on.
It's my turn to talk.
Yep.
Okay,
Go ahead,
Leroy.
Leroy.
I want to know when I can say the prayer.
Say it tonight if you want to.
Okay.
He's doing it the way we do, silent prayer.
Oh, I didn't know it was time to do it. I was waiting.
No.
But then we get double the prayer because Leroy, you know,
Yeah, we
I
gotta
haven't
double
heard your prayer, but Brad's prayers are freaking hilarious. So you got to step up, or else Brad's gonna have to do a second prayer tonight.
Okay. I'll be the first prayer.
Okay, pray us.
Okay.
Brad,
ready?
what do you got? Brad, wait, Leroy. Time out.
Nothing. Hey, happy Independence Day to everyone.
Yes,
Enjoy
happy
yourselves.
4th of
Have a great holiday weekend. And
Be careful lighting fireworks. Be careful.
don't imbibe too much alcohol.
I know
Don't be blowing fingers off.
I know he's not watching, but happy 50th birthday to my brother tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, brother. Awesome. The big 5-0. Welcome to the old people world.
All right.
Yep.
Bow your heads.
Hey, Leroy, tell us your prayer.
Leroy, it's your turn.
I want to say thank you to everyone for the show. And I want to say thank you to Teresa for picking on everyone and Chris's tough feelings. He has no feelings, tough feelings. And I
Yes.
want to thank Corey for not liking anything. And I want to thank the airplane for getting me safe and the bed letting me sleep. And I want to thank the food for eating the food. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. Here we go. Bow them heads once more. Here we go.
No.
You guys ready?
Oh, we're still doing a Brad prayer. We
Yeah,
got it.
we're
Yours was
doing
a
a
good
Brad
prayer, but we
prayer,
still
Leroy.
got to do a Brad
Yeah.
prayer.
I'm going back to the beginning of the show, Leroy. I'm trying to remember all the stuff we did at the beginning. So
Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm teasing.
everybody.
here we go.
Bow
Here we
your
go.
head.
Bow your heads. All right. All right. Dear Lord, thank you for all of our friends and family and viewers that have joined us here tonight for this show. We pray that you'd help Chris with the evil use of technology. The government's tracking his every move with that newfangled GPS stuff that they've just discovered. Help Teresa realize she lives in the middle of a farm and they're going to be flies. God, protect us from this nation of scammers, liars, and dirty cheats of this world. You know they're out to get us. Bless all our friends and neighbors and viewers with sconces to adorn their walls. Keep Leroy safe in your skies. Protect him from the Rushtons. Stock that airplane with lots of peanuts. Thank you for the rain we've had here lately, because all the rednecks are going to be doing their best to catch something on fire this weekend as they're chunking all them fireworks everywhere. By the way, thank you that we were born here. God bless the USA. Please don't chunk us aside. P.S. I almost forgot. Help Timmy get that pool in her own bed. Amen.
Amen. Hasta la vista, baby.
Nobody like